Time to try 22 different Jolly Ranchers. I'm doing this intro again because my mic was too low. Yeah, raising money for the pediatric. Oh my God, the Pediatric Brain Tumor Foundation. Um, and this will be a Q&A as well. So if you guys want me to answer a question, or like guarantee answering one of your questions, there's a link here. And for some reason the notifications are not working. So if I don't see your or donation right away, go ahead and just let me know in the chat. But yeah, otherwise let's jump in. Especially some of these, these hard candies, they're gonna take a while to eat. So feel free to throw questions in the chat, but it'd be much appreciated. If you want me to guarantee to answer your question, then if you donate, I will answer it for sure. Let's try blue raspberry. Just a classic blue raspberry. If these take too long, I might like spit them out or something. But I haven't had a Jolly Rancher in quite a while. This is pretty good. This is like the classic blue raspberry. Not as sweet as I thought it would be. That's not a bad thing. Yeah, it just tastes like a popsicle. Somebody asked, do I have a favorite of the flavors? I don't remember. Like I had these in as a kid. I never really sought them out as an adult. Go-to flavor for like a candy or slushy. It's usually blue raspberry. Okay, since some people usually watch these for the review part first, this is gross, but I'm gonna spit these out just so I can get through these faster. Some of the other ones though, it won't be an issue. But so if you hate seeing someone spit up Jolly Ranchers, duck out now. I think my favorite was actually grape when I was younger. I didn't rank blue raspberry. Yeah. On the Jolly Rancher scale, it's like an A minus. This one though, this might be the best one from my memory. I just love grape flavor. Yeah, these are not nearly as sweet as I remember them being. Which is kind of nice. If you're doing like a hard candy, you don't really want it to be sickly sweet. I'm gonna say, I think this is on the Jolly Rancher scale. This is the S, right? This is the ideal. It's nicely sweet, nice and grapey. Okay. Now, here's where it gets a little more questionable. Let's try green apple next. Okay. This one's not as good. Kind of weird tasting, actually. Kind of, because they're like mild. Usually with green apple, the whole appeal is it's kind of sour and tart, but this is very not. Kind of, I don't hate it, but almost reminds me of like soap, which isn't a great comparison. I'm gonna say I don't like the aftertaste. B minus, I think. C plus. C plus. Not feeling it. All right. Next up is cherry. Not usually really a cherry guy, but you know, I'm saving the last one of this bag for the one I always thought was weirdest as a kid, but we'll see how it compares now. Honestly, pretty inoffensive. Like, usually cherry candy's not my bag. This is like a B minus. Um, again, not super strong flavors. So as long as it doesn't have as long as it doesn't have a weird aftertaste, it'll usually work for me. Um, so yeah, it's just kind of what you'd expect. A lot of this is just the classic artificial fruit candy flavor, what you would expect. It's like a B minus, just perfectly harmless, no weird aftertaste, which is good. All right, now we have watermelon. This one I always thought was weird as a kid. Oh yeah, tastes just like how I remember. I like watermelon. I've always thought this tasted weird. It's like definitely like the most sour of them, and it just has like a funky. I don't know, like a weird. It's like a really weird off watermelon. I don't hate it, but I don't really like it. Like when I was a kid, they had this like watermelon gum. That was awesome. This has always tasted very strange to me. I just don't think watermelon should be sour in any way. Not that this is overbearingly sour, but it's a little sour, which doesn't really work for me when I want something watermelon flavored. I think this is a C. Actually, C minus. I really don't like that aftertaste. Okay. So, thankfully, the rest of this, you won't have to see me spitting out hard candies over and over again, because a lot of these are gummies. These are Jolly Rancher gummies. I think they're the exact same flavors, but I am curious how the different consistency will change the appeal. You know, we'll just do it in the same order. Oh, that smells like poison. They got really goofy little faces. You can't really see that on camera, but okay. Mm. So these are like fruit snacks consistency, which I don't really like fruit snacks. Gummies, I like gummies. They got a little more chew, a little more bounce. These are just kind of, they're not chewy enough to be satisfying, but they're not soft enough to be satisfying. They're like this weird in between fruit snack texture. Wow, that is way more chemically tasting than the Rancher. Um, I don't. I would not ever get these. You know how car wash fluid looks like blue raspberry? It's like if you took a little bit of that and combined it with actual blue raspberry, like popsicle juice. It's like a C plus. Next up is grape. I gotta like cleanse the palate between these. These are okay. All these are gonna get a slightly lower rating because of the texture, but this one tastes good. It just tastes like, and like it's a little stronger flavor than the Rancher. I like them. I'm gonna say it's like a B plus for me. I think those are actually pretty nice. Okay. Then we've got green apple. Still has that weird flavor. I hate how it sticks to your teeth. I already forget what I gave the blue raspberry one. But I'll give that one like a C minus. And this one like a C plus. Still has that weird aftertaste. Not a huge fan. Okay. Cherry. Okay. I kind of like that better than the gummy or than the Rancher. I don't remember what I gave it. Again, this is all just leaving my memory as soon as I say them, but those are okay. I'm gonna say like a B. Again, as long as this doesn't have a chemically aftertaste, it's pretty harmless for me. And at this point, I'll take harmless because I think some of the ones coming are gonna be even worse than this. But okay. And then we have watermelon, which I did not like of Rancher. So the gummies are more strongly flavored than the Ranchers. So if I don't like the flavor of the Rancher, the gummy is worse. This is like D. I don't like it. Okay, well, more gummies on the way. Oh boy. Jolly Rancher Gummies Sours. It's this. Oh no, it's not the same flavors. Grape is gone, lemon is in instead. That's honestly a downgrade for me. I feel like grape has been like the best so far. Oh god. They're like sugar crusted. The texture is better. These have the texture of a Sour Patch Kid, and I like Sour Patch Kids. But that blue raspberry flavor just sucks. It just sucks. Like when it's not diluted into a hard candy, it's not good. And the sour crystals, I don't know, like to, excuse me, C minus. Man, just don't mess with the originals, huh? Okay, they don't have grape, so I mean, will this be the chance for apple to shine? Sour apple. D. I don't like that. I don't like. Man. Oh my god. It is overpowering. It tastes like soap. Okay. That looks like watermelon. Where's the cherry? You can barely tell these apart. This is cherry. I think I just don't like the sour powder. Um, if you like sour powder, you might like this. It just coats your throat with like sickly sweet. Like it's definitely better than the other two. So I'll say I'm like a C, but okay. Watermelon. Oh. I'm getting notes of like pine needles, which isn't what I want when I have a watermelon flavored thing. D minus. Okay. Lemon. This will be a new flavor at least. Oh. Hmm. It's the best of the sour ones for sure. Um, might also just be because it's a new flavor, but the lemon is very artificial lemon, but it works with the sour. I don't like it, but C plus. I need some more water because I got some more pain coming up. Okay. I didn't think I disliked these as much as I do. Next up is more gummies. Sour lemonade stand. And it's interesting because, like I said before, I like Sour Patch Kids a lot, actually. Okay, this is like they're like half and half. This is like sour cherry lemonade. Oh, that's sweet. Better than the other gummies. The lemon actually balances okay with the cherry. It's so sweet though. Texture is also like okay. B minus. This next one, I actually love lime candy. This is sour lime and lemonade. Mm, that's not bad. Still too sweet, but I like the flavor of the lemon lime. I love lemon lime in general. Just tastes like I'm, eating Sprite, like a sour Sprite. Um, I'm gonna put that in a B. I actually don't hate that. And then sour strawberry lemonade. Not bad. Again, I wish these weren't so sweet, but it actually tastes like strawberry lemonade, which is impressive. It captures both sides of it well. Um, it's got like a sweet tartness. Um, I don't I don't hate it. I'm gonna say B minus though, but overall these are much better than the regular gummies, which are almost all terrible. Okay. And now we have Jolly Rancher Chews. I think I remember these. Or they had something like this. Wait, did I not get a single blue raspberry? No way! What? I got like 8 green apple, 4 cherry, and 1 watermelon. There's like 4 possible flavors. Alright, well, I guess the name of this Twitch stream is a lie. It's actually 21. That's disappointing. Well, maybe it's not disappointing. Maybe they're sparing me. I'll save the rare watermelon one for last. Let's try this green apple one. Apparently they're just trying to foist these on me. So... Alright. It's like a Laffy Taffy. You know, I haven't liked any of the green apples before this. This is the best version. This actually is okay. I don't love chewy candy, but someone in chat says the soft green apple are okay. The hard ones are terrible and harsh. I agree. The green apple ones, hard candy. Sorry, getting off my teeth. Has like a soapy harshness. These are just like a decent. Like green apple's not my favorite flavor in general, but perfectly harmless green apple. I'm gonna say B. Ugh. Too much shit stuck to my teeth. Too much sweetness. All right, cherries next. This looks like Play-Doh. You know, I just don't really like cherry. But, you know, it's harmless. Low B minus. At this point, I'm just going to spit this out because I just want to get to the next one. Okay. Watermelon. Can watermelon be salvaged? No. It's the best of the watermelon. I'll say like a C plus. Okay. So overall, a grape Jolly Rancher is the best. But most Jolly Rancher things I find I do not like. The chews are bearable. The sour lemonade gummies are like pretty alright. I very much dislike the regular gummies. To answer chat, this stream will go up on YouTube, archived. So yeah, that's gonna be it for Jolly Ranchers. I didn't really care for them before, and I like them less now. Disappointed I didn't get a blue raspberry though. Excuse me. Alright, so now the rest of the stream, it's gonna be a Q&A. I think I did get a donation. Let me check. Thank you, Ali Gladman. And Rion Sonora. I'm here to defend the honor of Green Apple. No questions. I'm sorry I attacked Green Apple. Now, go ahead and if you are able, please donate, and I'll prioritize your questions. You can also ask questions in the chat, and I'll answer those. I'll probably be going for like another half hour. So, yeah, go ahead and ask some stuff and donate if you can. If we hit 3,000, we'll unlock a One Piece reading stream, which I haven't done one of those in a while. So, if you want to see me do that, let's hit 3,000. And if there are no questions, I'll just leave. But I'm sure you guys have some questions you wouldn't mind asking. I hate that I left off on the watermelon one. God, this sucks. Favorite bottled water brand? I don't really care. Just not Dasani. Fiji? I don't know. They're all kind of the same, right? How's your day? It's alright. Have you seen the One Piece live action? I have. Who's your favorite waifu?
Izumi.
Nami. Thank you, Saigon-esque, for your sub. Did you make those cow cards by hand for your skits, or by any chance are they from a real game? It's not a real game. My wife helps me make those cards. Thank you, Benzilla, for your sub. Oh, we got the hype train incoming. Can we keep it going? Yeah, so we make those cards. We do sell. There's like a fake booster pack on my store on the Yeti, where you can buy like really nice versions of the cards with custom art. It's cute. I recommend it. Will you do a tour of your home? Probably not. Are there set rules on Cow Game? Absolutely not. It's just expanding and expanding over time. Any more questions? Yo, this fucking thing is stuck to my gum. Will the Cataclysm cards ever get taken down from Yeti? I'm not sure why you're asking that. No plans to currently. Are you in anticipation of how they're going to design live action Chopper? Am I in anticipation? I suppose we're all in anticipation, right? I think they should do a Muppet. Are you planning on going to any cons in the future? I just announced I'm going to Anna Marathon as a guest in Ohio. So I'll be doing that. And that's next year, March. I have one probably later this year. Haven't really announced it yet. I might be guesting. So there's that. But if any of you want me at a convention, let the people know who run the convention. And who knows, maybe they'll contact me and we can work it out. God, this fucking thing. I'll never eat these again. Any other questions or donations? Sorry if I'm scraping. You see me scraping with my tongue. Favorite type of cheese? Parmigiano Reggiano. Let's see. I've started One Piece. I'm at Thriller Bark. I'm spoiled. Thoughts on G5? Is G5 that like filler arc? I haven't seen it. Will we be seeing Rain Code on ProZD Plays Games? For those of you who don't know, I have a Let's Play channel, ProZD Plays Games. Check it out. It's a lot of fun. Rain Code, maybe. If somebody sends it in. Hold on, sorry, I'm gonna scrape. Sorry, this is gross. But yeah. Most games, if somebody sends it in to my P.O. box or something, then we'll probably play it at some point. Favorite kind of steak is ribeye. God, it's still here. So I don't really like most chewy candies because it just gets everywhere. Any other questions? Would you rather be too hot or too cold? Am I inside? Am I inside or outside? That actually determines things for me. Because if I'm inside, being cold, oh, being cold is not as bad. Um, because, I don't know, you can get like a blanket or something. Um, but if I'm outside, oh, both are bad actually. Hmm. Maybe I'll actually pick too hot, even though I hate both. I moved away from the cold, and I hate really really cold weather. Um, yeah, if you're really really cold, it sucks ass. If it's really hot, at least you can get something cold to drink. But being cold is just the worst. Um, let's see. Favorite guilty pleasure? I have no guilty pleasures. All my pleasures, I have no guilt. Favorite show you've been in? Ranking Kings, maybe? Or Gretzko? OKKO? If you owned a ship, what would you name it? The SS Sungwon Rules.
Exactly.
Oh, thank you for the gift sub. Um, are you a shipper for any series? I feel like because I've gotten older, not really. When I was a kid, I definitely had my ships. I mean, sure, there in shows there might be characters I'm like, oh yeah, these two should get together, but nothing like hardcore or anything like that. Sorry. Any other questions or donations or both? If you donate, I'll guarantee your question. Um, let's see. If you magically became a top level athlete slash gamer, which sport slash game would you pick? Hmm. Um, I don't think it'd be a video game because I feel like what's the fun in just suddenly being good at something like that? Athlete, I'm trying to think. Is there something that has like a practical use? As boring as that sounds, like I don't really care about baseball or hockey. Soccer is fun to watch. Same with basketball. Mm, but then it's like, am I gonna, if I'm a top level athlete, am I gonna do that as my job? Like, some good suggestions: swimmer, marathon runner, maybe like I don't know, something for involving like upper body strength. I mean, money, I guess. But I don't know if I don't really have the desire to be like a athlete. So and then running, it's like how often are you running to somewhere? You know, like usually it's just not polite to just run through down a street or something. So it's not that useful. Um, I don't know. Is there like a sport that just involves being strong? I don't know, like football or something, or just something where I'll be powerlifting, maybe. I'll pick powerlifting just so that I can have that body. Yeah. Um, all right. Keep the questions coming. How is Super Nintendo World? I love it. Um, I have a platinum pass, so I go all the time. Um, it rules. The achievements are so fun. I'm definitely planning on getting every single one. It's very entertaining. Got about 20 minutes. What would you recommend doing in Japan? Eat. Eat so much. Everything is so good. Um, well, there's a lot of really good tourist sightseeing things, historical things, nature. I love shopping, especially for nerd shit. Um, if you like theme parks, both Disney parks and Universal are really fun. Um, Osaka is amazing. Highly recommend going to Osaka. Kyoto is also really nice. I don't know. You can't really go wrong. Just go, to Japan and pick a city or two and just explore and find good shit to eat and fun things to do. There's a lot. It's just so much fun. Um, do you like Lord of the Rings? Yeah, it's pretty good. What's it like in the United States? It's fine. Uh, a lot of racists. Um, a lot of guns. Like, truth be told, your average area in America is pretty just whatever, just kind of mundane. But, um, yeah, politically, it's very divided and annoying, and uh, a lot of just shitty shit. Um, you know, it's a country. I feel like every country has its problems. Um, yeah. Info research said they say Texas is cheaper to live than California. Would you agree for voice actors? I would agree for anybody. Texas is way cheaper than California. California is one of the most expensive places to live, for sure. Like, it's not even a contest. It sucks. Any more questions or donations? Did I go to Dearborn much? Where was Dearborn again? I mean, that kind of answers your question. Dearborn. What was in Dearborn? Um, well, the answer is no, just because I don't even really remember where it is. Um, yeah. What's your favorite food? My favorite food is kalbi. Have you ever gotten to voice a dream role? Oh yeah. Um, I feel like for me, any role I book at these days is a dream role. Just getting to continue to work. Um, yeah. But I mean stuff like being able to voice a character in a Borderlands game or a Soul Calibur game. Pokemon. All these things that I grew up playing. Yeah. I'm very grateful for it. If you want to donate, there is a link here. There's also like a Tiltify panel down there. I don't know if anybody knows like what's wrong with Tiltify notifications. Somebody said that I guess it's just having problems with Streamlabs, um, which is annoying. But How much of your day does auditioning take? Depends on how many auditions. I do them pretty quick though. I try to not. I think some people they really labor over it and just do like, oh, I gotta do it. Try it again. Try it again. Try it again. And I feel like for me personally, that's diminishing returns. I feel like before I would do, oh, I'm gonna do it like 20 times, but then when you compare your 20th take to your first take, it's like, oh, it's not that much better. Like all that time you spent, it didn't really was. I know for me, I kind of go, okay, this is my gut. You know, I'm pretty good at just reading the dialogue and just going with my gut. Um, and that's what I prefer to do. And if that, if the casting director agrees, great. I also find that for some projects, I think before I would like audition for like every single character, and on some stuff now I will only audition for the one that I want, like the character that looks interesting. Which replies on Twitter do you like even less than the make 'em laugh responses? Just anything that's just pointless, right? Like sometimes you're just responding with a nothing comment, just like okay, like things like that. It's just pointless. Um, but the worst ones are like you're asking a serious question. People are just doing stupid jokes. Oh yeah, I don't know. Great, thank you. That's so helpful. Really appreciate it. Um, let's see, donation. Thank you very much, Bhaskar, for your donation. Much appreciated. What's your least favorite household chore? Mm, I don't know. I don't like hate any chore, but I guess like putting the dishes away is a little annoying. And like I don't, it's okay to joke in a Twitter reply. Um, like I'm not saying oh you can't make jokes. Um, it's just yeah. Sometimes when you're actually looking for an answer to a question, it's just like okay, okay, ha 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 ha. Favorite Nozaki character? Um, I love Sakura. Sakura's so cute. Do you think it's worth it to install Twitter if I never use it or needed it? No. Don't don't fall into the trap. Don't, especially now. Just avoid at all costs. Um, do you have a dream home for when you're older? I gotta pay off the house I have. Um, I'm very happy with the house I have now. So, um, honestly, it's pretty much like a dream home. So I can't complain. Sure, I could have a bigger house or whatever. I don't, you know, maybe if my life changes dramatically, but I don't know. I could see myself just staying in this house forever. That was like my goal when house shopping was like I don't want to like buy a house and then sell it later to get another. Like moving is so annoying. The whole process of buying a house is torture. It is just a hellish, horrible like process, especially if you're self-employed. It's just one of the most nightmarish things I've ever had to go through. So I refuse to do it again. Like, so I was like, whatever house I get, it's gotta be like one where I'm like, yeah, I'm set. Otherwise, I would rather, um, I don't know, just stay in the apartment. Yeah, went to Michigan State, as you can see. What thing, if anything, do you reckon is going to? Hold on, I think I got a donation. Okay, thank you, anonymous. What will replace Twitter? It sounds like Blue Sky at this rate. I feel like that's the only one I see people actually using. Um, I hear Threads is kind of garbage, but I don't really know much about it. Um, so probably Blue Sky. That seems to be the most popular one at this point. What was your first job? I was a tutor, specializing in English as a second language, but I did all kinds of tutoring, from like young kids to adults. I taught a wide range of things, but a lot of, a lot of, almost actually pretty much all of my students were Korean. And so it was a lot of, teaching English and that kind of thing. Got like 8 minutes left. If anyone wants to ask some more questions. Have you ever broken a bone? I have not. I've been lucky. If we hit 3,000, we'll knock into a One Piece reading stream. So, if you donate, I'll prioritize your questions. Favorite subject in school? Probably English. Is figure collecting expensive? It can be. It's how whatever depends on what you want to buy. Um, like if you want to buy expensive figures, then it's gonna be expensive. There are like plenty of figures though that aren't like bank breaking. Um, for me, I don't just buy every figure. I buy stuff I really, really want, so it helps. Um, what's one thing you probably couldn't live without, aside from human needs? Mm, would it be board games? Maybe. I love board games. Yeah, I'll say board games. Why is your stream camera worse than the camera you use in your YouTube videos? Um, I'm just using a webcam. That's why. Um, and par for the course for me. I just don't care that much. Yeah, I could use a nice fancy camera, but that would involve having me buy one and set up one, and I can just use a webcam instead. Um, it's really the Sung One way is that's why also I use my iPhone to film my videos because I don't care. Um, do you particularly enjoy the sponsors that let you kind of mock them in the ad? Oh yeah, I mean, I prefer the best sponsors are the ones that have a sense of humor and don't mind if I'm making fun of the game. It's way more annoying when they are picky and a nightmare, which happens, but mm, I'll say this much. You can tell by my read if I was annoyed by a sponsor or not. I'll just say that much. Um, I know you don't need to study or work in theater to be a voice actor, but does it help? All experience helps. So, yes, you don't have to do theater, but it only helps. Any kind of acting experience is valuable. What's an anime or manga you wish more people liked besides Chiaifuru? Monster, Mushishi, Silver Spoon. Some of my favorites. For skits, how much do you plan for recording? I'll usually write out a little script. That's about it though. I mean, if it needs specific props, I might buy some stuff, but for the most part, I just write it out and it doesn't take too long. Depends on what it is though. What board game would you recommend I play with friends if I wanted to be a sneaky backstabby guy? I mean, yeah, someone said Secret Hitler. It's always a good one. Deception Murder in Hong Kong. Yeah, those are some fun. Any hidden role game, really, you'll get to be a fuck, which is fun. Do you think One Piece is worth the time to watch? I think One Piece is worth the time to read. I always say to people, if you like reading manga, read the manga. It's definitely worth reading. If you like watching anime, I still think it's worth watching, but it's just gonna take long. Whenever people are like, "Oh, I don't have the time," I'm like, it's fine. Like, it's a good thing to have too much of One Piece because then you won't run out. It's annoying when you catch up. When you catch up to it, then you're like, oh, I have to wait like every week. It's a journey. It's not a race. Like it. You should just enjoy, the experience of going through it. It should feel like you're going through like a long journey in a good way. I that's what I love about it. And whenever people are like, especially with the manga, I can understand with the anime because the anime is more of a commitment. But when people say, "Oh, I don't have time to read One Piece," I'm like, "You're a liar. You're a liar. Read one chapter a day. You have time. There's not a single moment in your day that you're just have nothing to do. A reading one chapter takes what, 5-10 minutes. Read it while you're on the toilet. Read it one before bed. Like, you have the time. No one's asking you to read One Piece in a month. Like, you have time. Especially the manga. The manga is totally doable and worth it for sure. Favorite crew member is Zoro, although I love Nami and Jinbei as well. What do you do when not working on a project? If you're talking about voiceover, I got YouTube stuff, auditioning, just whatever. I got, meetings and stuff. So I keep myself busy. Would you do a peanut butter tasting video? I haven't done anything where it's like trying different brands of stuff. Maybe one day, but I think I'm focusing on the just trying everything of something for now. But I do think it would be fun to maybe like blind test like brands of stuff, peanut butter brands or something, see what you like the best. But I do also think there is the risk of it being kind of boring. Like, if you're just like, tastes very peanut buttery. This one tastes good. It's creamy. It tastes like peanut butter. Excuse me, I feel like there's only so much you can say, but I'm not opposed to the concept. Crunchy or creamy peanut butter? Creamy. I don't need crunchy. If I want crunchy, I'll just eat peanuts. All right. Oh, I think some donations did come in. Let me just check those. Ollie Gladman, thank you for yours. Do you watch episodes of things as they come out or binge the whole season when it's finished? I binge the whole thing. I mean, there are exceptions. Like if Anne-Marie and I are watching a show because we're interested in, then yeah, we can like watch it week by week or something. But I usually prefer for something to be all out before I consume it. Okay, I think that's gonna be it for this one. If you want to donate, there's a link in the description below if you're watching on YouTube later, or there's a link here for those in chat. Yeah, otherwise, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one.